commentary box then. It's going to be Paul Lim against Antonio Alcinas to get us underway. And your commentary team, Rod Harrington and Nigel Pearson.
Thank you, Rod. Yes, what an afternoon. More darting drama here at the Eissport Halle in Frankfurt in the Betway World Cup of Darts. And what more to come here in this one? Two singles battles. And if it's two wins for one nation, then we don't need the doubles. This is Paul Lim of Singapore, a veteran, the oldest man in the competition, 63 years of age, 21 World Championships under his belt. It's his fourth successive World Cup appearance, and this man now, Antonio Alcinas, El Dartador as he's known, the semi-finalist 7 years ago with Carlos Rodriguez up in the northeast of England. And he's a World Cup ever present as well. But what can we say about Singapore? That was a story of the first round in many ways. Singapore putting Scotland out of the World Cup, Rod Harrington.
Yes, and what a performance from this man Paul Lim. The way he took that 100 out in that final leg was sheer class. I mean, like you said, he's been playing for a great number of years, well over 30 years. 83. The first man to have a 9-dart leg in the World Championships back at Lakeside, and has been class ever since. Has eased up playing tournaments, more soft tip now out in Hong Kong and the Far East. However, can still put in a top-class performance. Just got to mention the Russians, Nige. What a performance putting out the Australians. Incredible. And like you said, more drama. And more drama to come.
60.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, the Singapore side got to the second round last year and in 2014. So 3 in 4 years they've reached the second round of this tournament, but they've never claimed a bigger scalp than Scotland before with Peter Wright and Gary Anderson. It's nice from Alcinas. He didn't quite have the best of games in the doubles contest against Japan. Cristo Reyes played the better darts of the two, I thought. Not hit the treble.
Well, the thing about Alcinas, the way his darts go in the board, he puts this just below that bottom wire, gives him the perfect guide to find the double top. And that's not a bad guide, just pitch it over the flight, should find the double top. That's what he didn't want to do, and he's going to start messing. He's given himself great chances, he's got to take them. You're not going to give Paul Lim too many chances and get back to the dartboard.
It leaves double 16 now for a break of throw. And Singapore's march goes on. Paul Lim takes the lead in the singles battle with Alcinas. And it's a break of throw as well for Singapore. They're at it again. And I'll tell you what, they've won the hearts of the crowd here, singing Singapore, Singapore, Singapore throughout the afternoon in the build-up to this game. There you go, they're at it again.
140.
They love them.
Absolutely. And Alcinas will be kicking himself. 2 clear darts at a double.
45.
That would have settled him down. And do you know what, when Alcinas first come on the scene, he looked so good, didn't he? We was really expecting big things from him, but he's not progressed, he's not moved on. And of course, you're not going to give this guy too many chances, as he's proved. He took out 100 against Scotland. He's taken out 112. So literally nicked the first leg in this match against the throw.
Interesting selection of playing order, which we've maybe gone for Reyes here instead of Alcinas, because Reyes was the better player in the doubles.
It's a good point, and Keith Delarouse Spotter has mentioned it as well, Nigel, and I totally agree. Sometimes, you know, if you get the second pick, or you think what's going to happen with the other team, yeah, put your best player, because if your best player is better than their best, then that may be the pick. This way, you know, you've always got an uphill battle, haven't you?
138.
Risk and reward.
138. So Lim looking to set himself up. Alcinas a mile behind anyway. The winners, by the way, of Singapore and Spain will face Belgium, who, if you have just joined us earlier this afternoon, romped to victory over Greece. Ronnie Hybrex averaging over 115. Spectacular form from him, outshining his brother Kim.
Singapore, Uruguay 93.
Well, that was a mistake, that last dart of Paul's. I expected him to go just for a big 18. Just set it up for himself. He didn't need to force that 5. However, double 16 for another checkout.
61.
Well, he's going to come back to the board. He's possibly got another 6-9 darts from here. Alcinas scored well in the first leg, missed 2 darts at the double. Since then, he's not really hit anything.
Some people in the crowd thought that was in.
92. Singapore, Uruguay 32.
Now double 16 for Paul Lim. Picture of concentration. Double 8 the target.
No
Well, there's too many there, and Alcinas not even on a finish, so Lim's going to be back for more.
Trouble is, it could be 3 darts too late for Alcinas.
Singapore, Uruguay 32.
For a 2-0 lead.
Thank you.
Paul Lim. The crowd are willing this in the double 16. And it is straight in the middle from Paul Lim.
Singapore. The next phase.
The crowd have really taken him to heart, haven't they?
They've been singing Singapore all afternoon. I think they're their adopted nation. Germany, we remind you, play tonight.
140.
The Germans, who just edged ahead of Northern Ireland last night. And it's Germany-Brazil this evening. In darts, World Cup, Germany and Brazil. Live in Frankfurt. 7 o'clock tonight, Sky Sports. Hope you can join us, folks. Great way to spend your Saturday evening.
100.
Netherlands and the USA, Germany, Brazil, Austria, Canada, England, South Africa. Terrific. And will we see Singapore in the quarterfinals tomorrow?
He's in there again. And the first maximum of the match goes to Singapore and Paul Lim. And he just keeps piling the pressure on Alcinas.
27.
Well, he's forced him into that. Only 27 after hitting a 140. Lim is absolutely twisting the screw here. He's at it again. Singapore sang to the tune of Vincent van der Voort.
100.
Well,
44.
Singapore are in the
Uruguay,
opposite side of the draw to
121.
Germany. So why not adopt a second nation for now? But Paul Lim has had 10 darts. Switches down the board here. And Alcinas isn't even on a finish.
41.
Well, another last dart wasted from Paul Lim, and you can see he's cross with himself, because if Alcinas finds a couple of big trebles, which he has done, puts the pressure on.
35.
But at the moment, Paul Lim on these checkouts, we've got to fancy him to take it out for another breaker throw. Treble 20 leaves him double 10. There it is, double 10.
3-0. Double 5 for Lim now. To go within a leg of putting a point on the board, and he does so! It's another Singapore special! And Paul Lim, one leg away from a whitewash over Antonio class of Spain.
Game on.
And the crowd go wild, and so does Harith Lim backstage. Remind you, he will play Cristo Reyes straight after this in the second singles game. And they're off again.
And do you know what, Nigel? You have to go back to the first leg. Alcinas too clear after the double. And at the moment, Alcinas needs all the confidence he can get. That first leg would have given that confidence to move on. All of a sudden, he's on the back foot. And Paul Lim knows how to pressure people. He's done it so many times over the years. And this is a fine performance.
Could it happen? Yes, it could. Singapore and Russia in the quarterfinals of the World Cup of Darts.
81.
That's what dreams are made of.
Very much so. Can't find a treble, Alcinas here.
46.
Really needs to get his act together because of his partner. Cristo Reyes can secure a victory. It goes down to the doubles. And that is a proper team effort.
Yeah, Paul Lim, not a player that switches too often, would rather move across the hockey and just try and find a treble 20 from the small angles. And Alcinas just can't buy a treble, making it very easy for Paul Lim to clean this game up. 30 points plus this visit, and a perfect treble 20 from Paul Lim.
80. Singapore, Uruguay.
Now, Paul Lim. Well, he's going to be back anyway here with Alcinas not on a finish.
100.
Oh, he leaves tops for a whitewash and a point on the board for Singapore to go one up on Spain. Now tops for Paul Lim for this singles match to go 1-0 up, first to 2, remember. Needs tops. Decent marker from Lim. Got to come down a little bit here. And Paul Lim's love affair with Frankfurt continues. They are one step towards the quarterfinals. Paul Lim